It's Friday, 26th August, 2016, 8:01 a.m. A bit thin, but my weight is so up today because I ate like a lot of bread yesterday. It's like so. No wonder the backlight's not on. That's why it's a bit dark, like here. I'm gonna go to the psychologist, not the psychiatrist. I hate doing this. I don't know if I should continue. I mean, going to the. I don't know. I feel like I get anything out of it. It's like, do I really have to go? I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like going. Don't feel like it's doing much for me. But I did make the appointment, so I'll keep it. And see how that. You know, I've got like I've had this for like a couple of years now. When I started my HRT, it's like on my right calf, like this, like spider veins or varicose veins. It's not that. I mean, it doesn't like stick out of my skin, but it's like but recently, like a couple of days ago, I've noticed that area it's gotten a bit more like, you know, more reddish, and so I'm kind of concerned. Like, oh my god, I think my hormone levels might be high. Like, that's probably like why I'm getting that. It is a bit disconcerting. I was kind of despondent about it yesterday. I was like, I gotta get all these compression stockings or socks, just compression socks. I think it's good to wear those compression socks on your calves and stuff, because usually it's not serious, but sometimes if it's like if there's a blood clot in a deep vein, and if it goes to your lung, it's fatal. So it's like, it's pretty scary stuff. Oh my god, all these health issues. I get my hormone levels checked in in November, but I think I feel like it might be a bit too high, because this is like the first year after my surgery, so it's like maybe I shouldn't be taking maybe next time I should take pills instead of the implant. I don't know, it might be a bit too much. Or I should just like eat well and exercise every day. That'll also help. Have a good diet. And I've been sort of like not very consistent with my diet and my exercising, but I did do it yesterday, the evening. So I was like kind of depressed about my health. It's like, oh my god, I don't want to die without achieving my goals. That's like a huge loss for me. It's like, oh my god, it's an ego thing where it's like, oh come on. It's like I feel like I haven't done much with my life, literally. I mean, basically just nothing practically. But I do make videos, so that's something. I think that's something. Making videos. It's definitely something. So I guess I shouldn't be too hard on myself. Not everyone's circumstances are different, right? everyone's circumstances are different. So I don't think I should be too hard on myself, but I'd be like, oh, I don't want to. I don't know. I don't want to have all these health problems. They're kind of They're depressing. They make me think about my mortality, and that just makes me very depressed. I don't want to think about things like that. It's very depressing. It's very depressing. So I think I should get some compression stockings. Socks. Yeah. My principal solicitor did get back to me, so he has agreed to be my mover and shaker. My mover for the ceremony thing. So. But I'm gonna send an email to the LPAB and ask them if he just happens to not show up, like for whatever reason, some emergency or something. Are there like alternative arrangements? Are there like people like on staff who can do the moving thing? It's like such a ritual thing. It's like why do we need to even do this? It seems kind of like it sounds very arcane. And what's the point? I mean, why do stuff like that? Seems like a unnecessary thing, an extra kind of hassle. It's like if you don't do these things, you won't get admitted. It's like, do we have to do stuff like that? Doesn't it seem kind of, I don't know, just seems like a unnecessary. I think unnecessary. That's as far as my makeup goes, the foundation and lipstick, and that's it. I think to wear the same kind of outfit all the time is like I've got all of these different dresses and everything, but I always just fall back to the same outfit, same skirt, same thing. I'm going to go home. I'm just wearing just normal skirt. I'm gonna wear this 4-feet jumper. I'm gonna wear this 4-feet jumper thing. Goodness gracious, it's so cold today. What is this? It's so cold. It's so cold. I should eat properly. Only then can I get my hair to grow and not fall out. I need to eat a lot of veggies and sweet potatoes. Sweet potato is like such a good food. So it seems to give a lot of energy, and it's got lots of nutrients. Okay, I'm gonna try and get to this thing and come home and do my exercises at some point. Alright, so it's 8:10. I gotta go soon. Okay. Walking to the place. It's very sunny. Okay, finish the it was a good talk. It was good conversation. I was talking about like how I have anxieties about the future, about setting long-term goals and short-term goals. And she said, like, yeah, the truth is we don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but you got two options. One option, you can continue to worry about it, or the other option is you can set goals and try and achieve them, because setting goals gives you a focus and you give yourself the opportunity to, you know, create meaning for your life, and also like you know, you need to have a work-life balance, like you know, yeah. So that was very good. It's good to have. It's actually one thing I noticed is, like, I make YouTube videos. It's very therapeutic, but I rarely get any feedback, so having someone to talk to who can provide feedback, an outside perspective, is very useful, because the stuff I talk about, like in my videos, I shared it with her, and she gave me an outside perspective that is helpful. So so I want to. So I made another appointment in a month's time. So it's useful to get that kind of external perspective. So I also talked about my abandonment issues and perhaps that I'm a bit self-obsessed or whatever. So it's good to, like, so that's okay. I'm saying, she wants to cut my hair or something. So it's good to have that external perspective, and about the whole abandonment thing, she says, well, you can worry about it, or you can do stuff, like, you know, it's just basically like, I can spend my whole life worrying about what may happen, what may not happen, or I could actually try and do things and try and make things happen. So I could be a worrywart, spend a lot of time thinking and ruminating, or I could actually get up and do stuff, and maybe something will happen. So I think it was a productive conversation. So I found it useful, surprisingly. It was very useful, because I was much more freely expressing, like, you know, I wasn't afraid to express my opinions. Just like, you know, what I would say in my, you know, one of my YouTube videos, like, what I think, and just like, you know, because she's there to provide feedback, and I got some useful feedback. Sorry for spitting. So I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna drive. Oh, I hate driving, and I haven't eaten my breakfast. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna eat my breakfast. Yeah, okay. So I think it was a useful. It's useful to get an external feedback from other people, and she's a professional, so she knows like her. She said some pretty. She seems like she's knowledgeable about this, so it's good to get that informed kind of feedback from someone who's doing this in a professional capacity. Because sometimes when you talk to friends, they might not really understand things, whereas because she's a professional, and I feel like she can contextualize things. Like anyway, so that was good. Okay. Going it's like I paid like $25. It's like she charges $150, but I get $120, $24 back. So I pay like maybe $25.50 or something like that. So it's cost effective for me. So I think, yeah, okay. Going home now. Yeah. I just wanted to take a shot of like what I'm talking about here. See, can you see that? Like, see my leg? So I need to go into the light. I'm going to this light over here. This is better. See how see how it looks? Like, if I look at it this way, see like, it's my right leg. See how like looks like that? Really sucks. I mean look at my left leg. See, it doesn't have anything like that. But if you look at this leg, especially at the back here, see how it looks like that? That's my leg. Which really sucks. So this, no, it's not, the whole leg isn't like that, but like in the front it's okay. But if I go on to the side, like, that's okay. So just like around here, that's when starts here. It's definitely like spider veins. I've had this for years, but recently it's gone like that. See? See how it looks really bad. I hate it. You can do some kind of, I need to wear compression stockings. So, oh shit, my face looks upside down. Anyway, so, my leg! What are you doing to my leg? It's hormones. Oh no. I think women get this, right? Because of hormones. I know that when pregnant women get it. It's because I think I've got way too many. I'm not doing proper exercises. So that's my life. Oh, some of the health complications of being on HRT has benefits, but there are these complications. I just had breakfast, so maybe my face looks a bit fat. It's like fat. This is a close-up of my face. Look at it. All these imperfections. So yeah, I mean, it was good to talk to the therapist and all that, but at the end of the day, I mean, the main thing I think I got out of it was that I need to, like, for my, like, I need to just set short-term, long-term goals for my career thing. Try and, I don't know, or at least get it work, get some work stuff happening, because yeah, I want to do something like that there, and also like learn to, I don't know, be a good friend to people, and learn how to, yeah, because all of this stuff about relating to other human beings, I've never really been taught it. So it's like everything seems so like, how do people relate to each other? Actually, so it's like there's actually like a way to relate to people. Like you can be taught how to relate to people. So it's like oh, so yeah, okay. So it's not like a mystery to me. Like relating to human beings is like a mystery, but it doesn't have to be like a mystery. It's like it's not like a magic. It's not like you have to chant spells or something. You can actually like you can actually follow steps. Or there's like a there's a manual, a technical diagram of how to relate to people. So it doesn't have to be shrouded in mystery, and it doesn't have to be constantly confusing and all of that. So yeah, I was also thinking about like how I wasn't in touch with my feelings, and then she was saying, well, yeah, if you want to get in touch with the feelings, why don't you just sit down and think about where you, and just allow yourself to feel instead of labeling the feeling. So where does your feeling exist, and does it exist in your head, in your body, or wherever? And so just without labeling the feeling, just allow yourself to feel, and then you can be in touch with the feelings. And yeah, I didn't talk about, I was talking mostly about, in very general terms, about just myself, and I wasn't talking about anybody or anything like that. I was just talking about me, and how generally this me as a person, how do I function, and just some of the problems I have relating to people, and not having motivation, being afraid of the future, being anxious, constantly anxious and worried that about my health and about the future, and just so basically like, yeah, we can't control the future. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but it's just like you have two options. You can worry about it, not do anything, or you can leave that aside, do what you can do, and if you can, if you have health issues, try and get it fixed. There are times you have to worry, but constantly being worried all the time, you're not going to, it's not going to really help you, right? So anyway, so yeah, that's my, god damn it, this just really sucks. I really hate it. It's like, god, look at it. It's like, is that really, really bad? It's like, Jesus, it's like, I think it's like a, it looks so really bad. See, I had this for a while, but recently I've gotten this. I think it's because I just don't do exercises properly. I mean, it really looks bad close up, but from far it's not that bad. But really, when you go close up, it looks really awful. Anyway,